Hi everyone. I've been getting a lot of questions on how I rig my Texas rig, and this is the way I do it. It's just a basic Texas rig. There's a little couple of tricks that I do that I like, and I'll try to explain to you why, but I'll show you what all you need to have. And just get your line, your hook, your weight, and the extra thing I do is the bobber stopper on all of it. So here we go, and I'll tell you how I set mine up. It's simple, easy, and this is the way I like to do it. First thing you start with is a bobber stopper. I put a bobber stopper on all my Texas rigs. You'll feed it through the eye. Of the wire. You'll pull on that bobber stopper right there, the little rubber stop. Goes over the line. Pull it through till the tag end comes out. So now you have the rubber stopper on there. Then you'll take your worm weight in tungsten. Remember, tungsten is very important. It's your eyes under the water. So it keeps it from falling. See how it slides? Keeps it from going up your line. And I'll explain to you why in here in a minute. I keep my knots very simple, very simple. I tie this on everything except for braid. Go through once, come back through, and it's just a Palomar knot. So you got your tag in and your line that went through. You got your loop on the other end. It's right there. Basically, you just tie a knot with the loop in. Keep a hold of the tag end back here in your fingers. Pull it, not all the way tight. Just make a big loop. Go around the lure or the hook. Take your two tag ends. Make sure you're around the hook. Looks similar to that. You take your two tag ends. And what I do is I wet it a little bit just because it's fluorocarbon. Just snug it down. You don't have to pull it super tight. A lot of people pull them real tight, try to get it. You don't need to. Just as long as it's snug. You'll cut your tag end off. There you got your hook tied, Palomar knot. Okay. Your weight. I see how your weight slides up and down your line. That's okay, I guess sometimes, but I don't like it. I don't ever have a Texas rig that I don't peg. So I'll slide the bobber stopper all the way down. See how the weight don't come down? I'll get it just right before it's about to touch the hook so that the hook still has a little bit of swivel action to it. But the reason for that is I want my weight to be next to my bait, because when I'm dragging plastic, I feel the weight. And if I have contact with the weight, I know that my bait is just there right behind it. And usually I can feel a bite so much more better when they hit that tungsten or they pick up that weight, because it transfers the sensitivity to that fluorocarbon. And I don't want my bait up here in the water column and my weight be down here. And I never know that I'll never know if they had a bite unless they really hang on to it or it's a real tough bite and they pull it. When that weight's pegged to that hook, whatever you feel on that tungsten, whatever happens to it and you're feeling it, it's happening with the bait. So if I get a bite and I have more sensitivity if it's next to the weight. and other things when I'm going in brush or grass or whatever. Wherever my weight goes, I know my bait's going. So I always have a bobber stopper, always have tungsten, and I always peg it. The only time I don't is when I'm throwing a Carolina rig, but as long as we're talking about a Texas rig, I always want that weight where my bait is, because I'll feel 10 times more bites than I would if I didn't. I will have a link below on what bobber stopper I use, tungsten, and as well as the hooks. If anybody wants to know, there'll be a link below. Check it out. Let me know what you think about Texas rig, and if you think it should be pegged or not, or if you like the idea. Please comment below, and I'll try to answer it as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Thanks.